Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another episode of of the Adventures Tabletop. Man, it is hot. I'll tell you this. So just a picture of a bear. That is Sheila, also known as Anorak. Welcome in, guys. It is For the Win. I am your daddy DM, or whatever you want to call it. Thank you guys for coming and joining us once again. The group has found themselves in an interesting position. One thing we didn't discuss before we started this is who's going to take control of Old Man Nero. As the player who plays Old Man Nero is currently out of town dealing with some personal matters along the lines of vacation. How dare he, right? So, Mr. Uther, are you good to run Nero?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay. You don't, just be sassy and throw Eldritch Blasts. It'll be great. Yes, where we left off last time is this group has made their way back to the camp and into a cave at the back of the camp. The cave that they found out was just carry hard like Nero would. Exactly. They made their way into a cave that they know was being used as kind of like a hatchery slash nursery of some description. And so they are on their way back into that cave now to try and explore things that are going on. As they made their way through the cave, they ended up running across a couple little traps in the way, including a poisonous fungus garden that Rack ended up with a whole nose full of. During the altercation after the fungus, they made their way into the next room where they were swarmed by a swarm of bats. Rack was not happy. It's true. Where they were swarmed by a swarm of bats. During this whole endeavor and incident, Draxan, the rogue, kind of broke off to try and get away from the bats and get up into a different place, and he found himself in a very interesting predicament. So we're actually going to start tonight with Draxan's situation, as we have not dealt with that situation yet. So what I have in my notes is that Draxan has rolled a stealth check. He did that the last time we played, and that Draxan has 3 rounds to kind of figure out what is going on.
Can you release Nero's character sheet?
Yes, I certainly can. There, try that. I put him on waivers.
Gotcha.
Thank you. He's been thrown on the waiver wire, my dudes. Okay, so Draxan, here we go. Let's see what it recommends. Okay. So, so this chamber has been enlarged and reshaped from its original form, Draxan. The floor and 3 of the walls here are smooth. They've been smoothed down. There's the stalactites and the stalagmites have been polished into gleaming columns. Every surface in this room glistens with moisture, and the air is warm and humid. Feels like Calgary right now. The flat walls of the chamber are decorated with shallow abstract carvings of dragons. Dragons' tails coil into intricate patterns and knots and flow across the wall. The creature portrayed in the northwest corner stands out. So north, of course, is straight up. So Northwest would be in, just for everyone's, whoop, up here. Okay. So up in this corner, the figure up in that corner over there where the purple circle is happens to stand out to you. The creature is a 5-headed dragon rising from an erupting volcano. Other dragons, which seem dwarfed by the 5-headed monstrosity, flock to its side. A small wooden chest with silver and mother of pearl inlay sits on the floor in the corner in front of the monstrous dragon carving. So what you also see, I'm just going to give you a little more. There we go. I'll give you that. You also see these. So these guys. Okay. These guys are roll a perception check.
24.
24 on a nat 20. Well, there you go. Okay. So you instantly recognize the guy in the front.
Is that the guy who shot me with lightning?
That is the guy who shot you with lightning.
I hate him so much.
He is currently you can kind of see him and the other two, and they appear to be in the middle of some prayer, you know, like they're kind of speaking in, do you speak Draconic?
No.
Okay, they're speaking in Draconic, or what you think is Draconic, and they are, you know, kind of going through some motions and making some gestures and stuff like that. They don't appear to have seen you.
Are they facing my direction?
They're facing towards the corner. They're facing towards the shrine in the corner.
That's unfortunate. Because that's where the chest is. If I were to attack, would it count as a surprise round?
Yes.
Interesting.
Keep in mind, like the ceiling here is low, right? Like the ceiling is probably like 10 feet. Like you're almost assuredly like forced to be on the ground or just ever so lightly hovering.
Okay. I think I have a plan. Not a good plan, but a plan nonetheless. I would like to very quietly pull out both of my daggers.
Sure. Okay.
And then I'm going to very foolishly charge the guy in the front because he shot me with lightning and I hate him.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, here we go.
And because he hasn't taken a turn in combat yet, I get advantage to
Yes.
stab him. And because I hit and he's surprised, that's an instant critical.
Okay.
This is where being an assassin comes in handy.
Okay. And then roll an
I forgot to
initiative.
add sneak attack.
Yeah, well, go ahead and you can go ahead and do that now. It's 46 for the critical. I'll just add those.
10 more damage.
Gotcha. Noted.
And
Okay.
then, can I move back 10 feet?
Yep. Sure you can.
Cool. I'm gonna do that and put mine back to that wall.
Okay. So he is now aware of you. And you are aware of him. So go ahead and roll and make an initiative roll, because I don't think you did when everybody else did their thing. Well, you had an initiative roll for what was going on with the bats, and now we're completely different here. So
That's a 5.
that is less than ideal. Okay. So the berserkers are going to act first. You see one berserker. So berserker number 2, he just simply takes 10 foot over here. And you see him, he is carrying a great axe in his hand. He like unsheaths his great axe and just like puts it tipped down. And just like great axe. Ha! Wow. Win. Fuck, it's too hot, guys. So he takes his great axe off of his he takes the great axe off of his back, and he like flips it over so that the blade end is facing towards the ground, and he like just kind of plants it down on the ground with 2 hands holding the other end, and he just kind of stands there stoically looking back and forth between you and Cyanrath. Berserker number 1 is going to walk over here 5, 10, 15. He's going to stand, excuse you, right here. And he's going to do the same thing. He's going to stand there, kind of flip his axe over so that the blade is towards the ground, and kind of stand there, similar to, you know, like the old statues of knights and that kind of have their sword face like with the point into the ground kind of thing, and their hands just on the handles of their sword. That's basically what they are doing. It is now your turn.
Well, I'm going to run back up to him.
Okay.
And stab him again.
Sure.
And because he still hasn't gone yet in combat, I get more advantage.
Sure. Okay.
Dang. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I
Sorry, that should be-
realized that second attack uses my bonus action. Ooh. Okay, guess I'm taking the off attack. I'm going to then move 20 feet away back to the staircase.
Sure. Okay, he is going to so you're gonna take the opportunity attack. So he will attack you with his great sword as you walk away with a 20. For 8 points of damage. And then off you go. Okay. So as he like kind of looks towards you, he goes, "Oh, you're he says, you survived." He says, "I don't know whether to be disappointed or to be pleased." Says, it's a small mix of both, I suppose.
It doesn't matter. Soon you'll be dead.
He kind of he looks toward, you know, he looks and sees he looks at the 2 berserkers and like gestures. He just kind of nods towards them and they return the nod back to him. He then moves forward 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to move forward and he's going to attack. Okay. He's going to attack with his great sword. Hold up a second. Okay, I got you. Okay, yes, he's going to attack with his great sword. No, put it on.
Yes, hit
now.
yourself, please.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, on Draxan, please. He misses with his first attack. He does come back around with a second swing towards you. The
Ow.
19 to hit. Dealing 10 points of damage. He is then going to... Sorry, this is actually his turn. He is then going to use his action surge, and he is going to use his breath weapon against you. But you fail.
That's supposed to be my good stat.
Okay, so he is going to... So you see, again, this large bout of lightning as it like comes out in a line towards you as it like rattles through you and your body convulses and
I saw that coming. As soon as I failed to save, I knew I was gonna die.
okay, so this like bout of lightning this bout of lightning comes out of his mouth towards you and like rips through you in a line. You feel as all of your muscles like tense up and start to tingle, and from tingle to pain, and from pain to like this searing, burning, agonizing pain. As all you can do is feel your entire body go tense as you take 20 points of lightning damage and you end up dropping to the ground. As you fall, he just kind of like snickers to himself. He says, again, then. That was the end of the first round. Sneak attack would have been the first round. That would have been the second round. So we'll go back through. The berserkers aren't getting involved. You have a death save to make. Okay. He then stands. He just kind of stands and takes a 10-foot step back and lays his greatsword down, takes a knee, and turns to face the statue in the corner. Takes a knee, puts his greatsword down, and it goes back to his chanting. Okay. Everybody except for Draxan.
R.I.P. Draxan.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
A 12 for Uther.
10 for Rack.
Okay.
That would be a nat 1 for Nero.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Would I be able to negate and just do a straight roll because my keen sense?
Is it hearing?
Smell.
You can smell his sweat.
The barbecue of his flesh.
Gladly roll disadvantage. I just wanted to know if I'd be able to do it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. You make a good point though. You'd probably be able to smell the barbecue.
Like, not trying to metagame or anything. I'm just...
No, you make a very valid point. You make an extremely valid point.
You just know to go to
I
barbecue.
Got bug zapped right next to the stairs.
Oh, DM.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you can negate it. Yeah, that makes sense actually. I like it.
Hell yeah, 24.
Okay, you can hear the sound of like the sound electricity makes. Like you can hear that sound like as though it's
What's
going up a.
electricity? We don't know electricity.
Okay, but okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry.
It's kind of a crackling sound, one you don't want to touch.
Yeah.
I can
You
tell
know.
you that from experience twice.
Yeah,
Um,
electricity like climbing a Jacob's ladder or something. Yeah, so you hear that and you get this sudden smell of like singed, burning flesh.
Coming from up above the bridge area.
That's correct. Yeah, like it's coming. Like you can kind of like you'd be able to make out like about what the hell did I say it was? I'd have to check this thing. I think it's about 15 feet above the ground.
Okay.
Drop off to 10 feet high. 10 feet high. No, wait. Sorry, my bad. I was looking at the wrong thing. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, 20 feet total. Yeah, so it'd be about 10 to 12 feet off the ground. You can kind of see this like this natural walkway.
Okay. Are we still in initiative order or are we in open movement?
I'm gonna say you're in open movement. Like you guys have just finished up with the bats.
Okay. In that case, Annerneck is gonna bear waddle over to the bridge and go bipedal, make a little roar, and sniff up towards the bridge area.
Okay.
Uthor can talk to you as well, or you can talk to me.
Oh, I forgot.
Nope,
And I
that's okay.
can talk to old man Nero in his brain. I totally forgot.
Yes, you can talk to me as well. That's about as close as I got. It's more of a Scottish, I think.
It's something, all right.
And we're here.
All right, so I had about 5 minutes to workshop this voice.
You're doing great. I love it.
I didn't say I disliked it, by the way. I just okay.
I'm smelling something up top, wherever Draxan went. It smells of possibly burning flesh. I'm not quite certain. Well, I can lean against the wall and you guys could climb up my back if you want to try that.
Are we gonna get high enough? We could tie a rope to like an arrow and try to shoot it over the top, possibly. But I don't know, whatever you guys think. And as Nero, I'd like to pop a illusionary chair up there with minor illusion, so that Draxan knows that we're safe in the in this cave here, so that he can come back from wherever he ran off to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's a cantrip.
The illusionary firework chair goes up and does its thing.
Well, if I stand underneath it, you guys could climb on my back, yeah?
Yeah, we could definitely try that.
Maybe ask Rack if he wants to go first so he can help other people up.
Yeah, Rack, do you Internet is going to stand up by the wall. Do you want to? Think you could climb up her shoulders, onto her shoulders, and then climb up onto that bridge there?
I'll give it a shot. Hope she can hold my weight. And then Rack's going to proceed to try.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you're fine. Like a bear would be able to would likely be able to handle that on yeah, you're good. So you can get yourself up on top of here. We're going to assume that Anarnek made her way over to here. Old man Nero's in here somewhere. There we are. Yeah. You'd be right up here. So what you can see from up here is you see that there's a path to the kind of northeast and there's a path to the southwest. They both head ever so slightly up.
Am I able now to smell or like?
Oh, I guess you have keen sense too, don't you?
I don't know if that was cast on me, but I do.
It's a Minotaur thing.
Really?
Yeah, you have an innate sense of smell. You also can't get lost in labyrinths. Weird, right?
I didn't think this was a labyrinth, so.
No. This is not a labyrinth, but I'm just throwing it out there just for trivia purposes.
Remind me to put the keen sense in there. I didn't know that one.
It is under. How is it not under there? That's weird. Yeah, because you should have keen sense as well.
Yeah, there was a lot of things that were missing that I had to put in. Like, I wouldn't say like a whole lot of things, but there were some things that were missing when we picked Minotaur. I don't know if it's like Fantasy Grounds or what the deal is, but there was a couple things like that were missing.
Yeah, because you should have keen sense, because I have a Minotaur in another campaign and I get bamboozled with it all the time. Okay, so you are okay. Yeah, sure. So you can now smell, coming from the southwest, the smell of burning flesh.
Rack is going to look down at the group and be like, quickly climb so we can get to Draxan. I can smell it. He smells charred. And then he's going to start trying to grab and pull the next person up.
Okay, Draxan, we're gonna get you to make a while all this is going on. I mean, this is obviously taking a little bit more than 6 seconds, so we'll get you to make another death save.
It's a success.
Good. Okay. I have a feeling you're gonna end up making one more before these guys actually get there, especially if they're taking the time to get the others up. So, who's next to go up?
Nero is right there, so I guess. Oh, well, help me up here, Sonny. Let's see what we can do. That might be a little bit closer to Nero's voice. What kind of check is that?
No, you guys should be fine. Sorry, no, you shouldn't have to make a check. I mean, sorry, I'm just quickly looking up a couple things. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Nero will be able to climb up, no problem. Perfect. So yes. So as you get up there, I mean, Nero is now up there as well.
Would he? Would we be able to see Draxan, or is he kind of down the stairs from where we're at?
He is actually. Sorry, did I say those went down? I apologize. Those both go up.
Okay, I may have.
Yeah, you did say they both go up.
Okay, perfect. Okay, nope, that's good. I mean, hey, I have been known to make lots of mistakes.
Then Uther would run over and climb up as well if he can.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like I could put you in front of Rack or behind Nero, one of the two.
I'd say in front. Oh, okay, behind works too.
You can choose.
Because you'd end up being like kind of right here, I suppose. Realistically, it would take a bit of finagling, but you'd end up there.
Anarnek would wait here unless she heard a horrid commotion coming from them.
They are pretty horrid, that is for sure. Okay.
So Anarnek's staying down there then?
So it appears.
I mean, unless somebody in the group tells her otherwise, she's not going to try to climb up there.
God, that'd be fucking sweet. Watching a bear trying to climb up there.
Well, believe it or not, I actually had a plan for it, but I mean,
How high up is the bridge?
10 feet.
Rack's 8 feet tall, so.
But are you strong enough to lift a bear?
Yeah, I'm pushing probably like 300-400 pounds, man.
Well, more than that, I'd say for a large sized bear, you're probably way big.
He was going to use that college degree that he got, from Purdue.
I have climbing ability and I have very high strength, so.
And what is the height of a bear when it stands on its hind legs? Just curious.
Probably about 9 foot high.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
For a brown bear, yeah.
All right. Anyway, we'll leave Anarnek down there. I'm good with it. I'm
gonna go ahead and try to climb it. Do you want me to roll athletics? Or...
Like right now there's not really a space for you to get there. Like there's no place for you to you would need to wait for everybody to move.
Okay, I'll wait.
And then you would be able to get up there because as it stands, there's no. It's like a 5 foot wide bridge, natural bridge.
Oh, then I wouldn't even be able to fit in there.
Yeah, it'd be tight to say the least.
I'll wait here. We're good.
Okay. Okay, so you guys are there. So that and so then Draxan will get one more saving throw out of you.
Hey, I'm stable.
You are stable, which means you are unconscious at 0 hit points. You cannot do anything, but you don't have to make any more saving throws.
Really hoping for a nat 20 so I could have 1 hit point and just throw a knife at him.
Correct. That would have been a thing.
Rack's gonna lean over to Uther and Nero and be like, "Do any of you guys have health potions?"
Yeah. No, I don't have a health potion. I think that Uther kid, he might have some spells where he can heal somebody. Yeah, I can I can definitely heal him when we get up there if he needs it.
All right. You guys heal. I've lost train of thought. You guys worry about taking care of Draxan, and I'll try to start on the threat that's in the room. And then he kind of like nudges Uther forward since he's in front of him.
Okay.
Anderneck is going to speak to Nero in his head. If you guys need me, let me know, and I will change form and come up.
Uther will rope, or Nero, I guess, will rope. Something that I could tie it to in order to drop a rope down to make it easier for Anderneck to climb up alone.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, there's probably like some stalactites or stalagmites, or yeah, there's probably something there.
So Nero will do that quickly as Anderneck tells him what her thoughts are. And we need to reroll initiative, or you just want us to?
Yeah, re-roll it for sure.
Does that include me? Or do I not?
No, you stay put. You're already involved in this.
I don't want to be anymore.
So
Wait, I'm sorry. BRB, I missed out. What was the last thing that said we need to roll initiative?
Oh my god, Nero.
So Nero got a 0, or in that one with a -1, and Uther got a 19.
I love that
20.
Nero's initiative is 0.
On brand.
Would that default him to having an initiative of 1?
You could go ahead, and I'll I just gotta take a break after climbing up that bear. I'll be there in just a second.
Okay. Okay. So, well, Rack, you're the first one to act. So.
Okay. So they already know we're there, I'm guessing. I'm sorry, I missed that on it. I got up real quick and I took the headphones off and I missed it all. So
No,
I'm
you're
guessing...
fine. So far, all that's happened, as far as your character knows, is that you guys have made it up on top of this natural bridge. There's the smell of burnt flesh to the southwest. There is a rope that is tied around some stalagmites or tights and is kind of like dropped over the edge to try and help Anderneck climb up if at all possible. And that's it.
So is there enough room for me to scoot past Uther?
Yes, you can move through his space because you were both friendly with each other. Like without any obstruction kind of thing. You cannot end your turn into space, but you can move through him. No problem.
So if I'm correct, then I should be able to get to about right there.
You would go, let's see here. Let's go 5, 10, 15, 20. So as you get 15 feet, let's start with this. 15 feet, you climb the stairs. You see Draxan's body laying unconscious at the top of the stairs. Okay. As you look into the room, you would be able to see Landragosa, Cyanrath, the big guy in the center of the room there. He kind of has his sword laid down on the ground. As you get up the stairs, he looks over and just kind of clocks you as you make your way huffing and puffing up the stairs. You also see a berserker. These guys are human. So yeah, so that you see a human standing there with a battle axe, turned, or sorry, a great axe, I should say, a great axe, and there, it's turned upside down, like with the head of the great axe sitting on the ground, and he is standing there very stoically with his hands on the haft of the axe. And then you wouldn't actually see the second berserker due to angles and rock outcroppings and stuff like that. So now that you're 15 feet, now you actually have a semi view of the room. Now you can act.
Oh, okay. So this is my second half of my second 15 feet that I get out of my 30. Right?
Yeah. So like, I mean, you wouldn't just necessarily, realistically, you wouldn't just run headlong 30 feet into the middle of a room that you didn't know anything about, right?
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Although you don't know Rack
that's
very well.
not a 5-point room scan at all, really.
I mean, I didn't make one.
But
That's true.
Rack's well, he's a fighter.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot that Rack went to Purdue.
So
this is when we get fucking sued by an entire college university.
They turned out they're like, we didn't educate any minotaurs. This is legal.
This is blasphemy.
Permu. I just read that. Rack is gonna run the last 15 of his feet, which I'm assuming he can step over Draxan's body just fine and get to about right here.
Yes, you can. Boop. Purdue University, the most prestigious Minotaur university in all of Bohemia.
And then Rack's gonna take a swing with his battle axe.
Sure.
If it'll register, thank you.
Thank you. Oh,
With a natural 25.
Jesus Christ. I mean, that hits.
With 10.
That is the thing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's as you come running up and swing at him, you see he like as you are approaching him, he stands up and grabs his sword again, and you also notice the berserker start to turn his axe back over into a more aggressive position. As you get up to him and take your swing at him, also out of the corner of your eye to the right hand side of to your right, assuming that you'd be looking in this you'd be looking in this direction like this, right? So to your right hand side, you also see that second berserker now, and he is doing the same thing. He is also readying his battle axe.
Also, to be fair, like, since Rack is a minotaur, he can, he's got that side view, that the predator view.
There you go. Sure. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it.
And with that, Rack's gonna take a swing with his Morning Star.
Oh yes, that's correct. My mistake. Yes.
And that one's gonna be a 17.
That also connects.
And do 9 damage.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I mean he's starting to look quite rough. Like he's
then,
like yes.
Sorry, I was gonna say that he's gonna use his action surge to take for his bonus action to take a third swing with his battle axe.
Yep.
With 19.
That hits.
For 6 damage.
Okay. So with that, with your battle axe, you see as you like hack across him as he's trying to get his sword up to guard you. You manage to actually knock his sword out of his hands as it kind of hits the ground and slides across the floor a little bit, and you like cut across his chest this huge deep gash. As he kind of like looks at you, he looks at you almost with like a how to explain this? He looks at you with like a certain level of like disdain, as though like you kind of get just the look in his eyes. You kind of like get this feeling of like that he's almost judging you in a way, and then as he falls to the ground, dead.
So he gave me like a judging look before he died.
Yeah, like you kind of remember like things that you remember about him is like he was all about like honorable fights and one-on-one combat and stuff like that.
Okay. All right, I got you.
Perfect.
And that'll probably be the end of Rack's turn because I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay. Uther, it is your turn. You would have heard like, you know, you would have heard the fighting up at the top of the stairs there.
Okay, so before I leave, I'd like to use my passive speak with animals and say there's definitely fighting up ahead. I don't know what Rack is fighting, but pretty sure he's throwing down with somebody. And then I would go running up. So that would be so Anarnek could hear it.
Mm-hmm.
To running up the stairs to find Draxan.
Okay, yeah.
And I would cast a healing word on Draxan.
Sure.
So healing him for 6 damage.
Okay, Draxan, you are reinvigorated with the power of healing energy.
Would I see both of the berserkers, or would I only really see the one in front of me at this point?
You would be able to see both of them.
So I think I'm gonna do. I would cast Entangle at the berserker on the right side. 20-foot radius. So it says grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a foot square starting for the let's turn the ground. Creature in the area when you cast the spell must.
Okay.
I will cast it on that guy.
Yes. He fails his strength save. How dare you restrain him in such a manner?
Okay, so he is restrained, and that would be my turn.
Okay. Berserker number 2 is going to act. He is going to sort of gains advantage. But then, okay. Do I have to put all attack rolls against it? Let's turn. Okay. I wonder if this is automatically going to do it. Okay. Anyways, we're going to figure out if this works. 1, 2, 3. He's going to walk up here. He is going to attack Rack. No, it's not doing it. some poor coding. All right, he's going to attack you recklessly, which means he's going to have advantage on his attack, but any attacks against him also have advantage until the start of his next turn. With a 15, even recklessly, he misses you atrociously.
I would
Yes.
like to use one of my combat superiority dice for riposte,
Mm-hmm.
which is when it says when a creature, so I don't know if I guess a creature counts for people
Yep.
as well, right?
Yep.
Okay, so when a creature misses with a melee attack, you can use your reaction and expend one superiority dice to make a melee attack. If you hit, you add the superiority dice to the damage roll.
Sounds good.
And he only got an 11, so nothing. Carry on.
Yes, sir. So this guy is restrained, so he cannot.
He can use his action to make a strength save. Spell save DC to try and get out of it.
Okay. Where do you suppose that shit is? Oh, it's right here. I got you. Okay. So strength save. He gets 12.
So what is spell save is
That would fail.
Yeah, I believe your spell save is 13 at this point.
Okay.
Because it should be your. So your spell save should be your 10 plus your proficiency modifier. You know what? Let's consult the Google. Spell save DC 5e.
It's 8 plus proficiency plus spellcasting modifier.
Right. So your spellcasting modifier is wisdom, right?
yep. So that's 3.
Plus
With
8 is
ability,
11,
plus 8.
plus 2 is 13. Yes. Gotcha. Okay, so no, he fails. So he stands there and he grumbles at you. Anarnek, it is your turn.
I am going to attempt to climb up there in bear form.
This is going to be interesting. Okay.
What do you want me to roll? Athletics or strength or?
Yeah,
athletics.
it's definitely going to be athletics. This is going to be like.
I has big claws.
But you also have a shitload of weight.
And
There goes
I'm
the
also.
bridge.
Whatever you want me to do, boss.
I mean, athletics is fine. We'll play with athletics.
Straight roll or?
Yeah. You guys are giving me You guys are making me work extra hard here for this one.
That'll be 17.
Okay, so you definitely kind of struggle a little bit getting yourself up there. I would say that you can get even with a 17, I would say that you get up there, but you're not going to be able to really move further. Like it would really kind of take all of your effort. It would take all of your effort to get up on top of that.
Okay,
thing.
I gotcha. If that is the case, then for my bonus action, I will wild shape heal.
Sure. What does that look like? Or
That will be heal for 6.
okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Draxan, you are alive again after that healing.
I'm going to stand up,
Mhm.
and seeing that the guy I was trying to get revenge for shooting me with lightning again for the second time is dead, look at Rack and in a mix of common and infernal, just say, "You stole my revenge," and then pull out my bow, my short bow, and shoot Berserker 2. That's a 6. And a nat 1.
Okay. Yes, so that one misses. It kind of like careens off and hits some of the stone walls a ways further out. Okay. Nero, old man Nero.
Oh, hey, oh, there's a bear in this bridge now. I'm gonna get off this bridge just in case there's a weight limit here. He goes running forward.
Okay.
And then seeing this berserker. Oh, hey, you should not be hitting him, bud. So, gonna cast Eldritch Blast at this berserker guy.
Sounds good.
I am loving Nero's voice tonight.
Thanks. I think I got a frog in there somewhere, but I'm doing my best. 9 to hit.
That misses.
Oh, all right. I'm just gonna take a break here. Then you guys got this one. I think we're good to go.
Okay. Yeah, Rack, it is your turn.
Rack is gonna take a swing at the berserker that took a swing at him. Also, when Draxan said what he said, he looked back, but obviously he didn't understand it because it's an infernal and he doesn't understand infernal.
It was in a mixture of common and infernal.
Got it. Rack still kind of looks at him a little confused, but turns around to pay attention to the battle in front of him. With 19.
That hits.
And a 5.
Okay.
And then takes a swing with his Morning Star.
These are supposed to be with advantage, by the way.
I didn't know I had to select it. I'm sorry. My bad.
No, that's fine. No. Well, it's a shame that like it tells me that these guys are supposed to have reckless, but there's not a way that I can actually add it. You know what I mean? Anyways.
Yeah, I got it. I'll add it for this one. I guess we'll just let that one roll. But I just I didn't think.
No, you're all right.
17.
That does hit.
And 10 damage.
Okay, sounds good.
And then for his last, he's gonna use it's called Second Wind.
Okay.
And use the Second Wind to heal himself.
That is a bonus
Do I-
action. Do you did you already use your bonus action?
I have not used Second Wind within the last rest that we had. Like within the rest that we had just recently, I have not used Second Wind yet. To make that.
No, it takes a bonus action to trigger Second Wind. So if you've made 2 attacks, your second attack is made with your bonus action.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. My bad. Because I know that like the 2 attacks and then there was Axe and Surge. I didn't know if there was like a big difference. That's my bad. All right. Well, then I guess the Rack ends his turn then.
Rack ends his turn. Uther, it is your turn.
All right. Look, I think I got reckless attack on them. We'll see. Never mind. I want to. My bonus action, put out my spirit totem of the unicorn, lends its
Okay.
protection to those nearby. You and your advantage on all abilities. The creature a spot that points to any creature inside the aura. Each creature of your choice in the aura also regains druid level.
Okay.
30. So pretty much the whole. And then I'm just going to I'll attack the non restrained berserker with my short bow. Do we still get advantage on him or no?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. With a 22 to hit.
That hits.
For 3 damage.
Okay. Sounds good.
And that, yeah, that'll do my turn.
Okay. Berserker number 2. Once again, he's going to. Did it come off of him? I think Reckless ended up off of him.
Yeah, for some reason it fell off. I can put it back on.
Yeah, throw it on both. There we go. Okay. Let's see if this actually goes. It does. That's lovely. 17 to hit Rack. Dealing 6 points of damage. And that is him. This guy is going to attempt to strength save his way out of there. So let's do this. 22. So he's going to break free of your vines.
And everything around him is
Okay, so he's going to go 10, 15, 20, 25. Wait, hold on. 10, 20, 30. There you go. So let's just go 30 feet up to there, and he is also going to recklessly attack Rack. He didn't roll his second die, but that's weird. Oh, also, he's no longer entangled. Entangle? No more. It's fine. 21 to hit, Rack, for 13 points of damage. Anderneck, it is your turn.
I will bonus action wild shape heal.
Okay.
And the red circle's difficult terrain or the square's difficult terrain?
the square is difficult terrain. The red circle is the unicorn spirit.
Then I will move up right next to Rack and smack Berserker 2.
Sure. God, you're hard to get in these squares. There we go.
Sorry, not sorry. That will be 12 to hit.
That misses.
Second attack.
Second attack, go ahead.
Oops, I meant to roll it on top of the dude. Not.
Here, 17. There you go. 17 hits.
That will be 11 damage to Berserker 2.
Sounds good.
That will be my turn.
Okay.
Raw.
Love it. Love it. Draxan, it is your turn.
I'm going to go stand behind Rack.
Okay. Behind Rack you stand.
Let's try this bow again. Yay. Sneak attack and damage.
Yeah, sounds good. Nero.
Well, we got a hit on one of these. So he's gonna go for Berserker 1 over on the other side there with an Eldritch Blast. Ooh, that wasn't supposed to be advantage, but 22 either way.
Yeah, it's
are they
yeah, because
Reckless.
yeah,
attack?
yeah, they're reckless. They're reckless, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so 22
Okay, that hits.
for 7 damage, and he gets blown back 10 feet.
Fine. So to there. Okay. Anything else?
As far as I can tell, I don't have any bonus actions. Oh, yeah, there you go. Take that, Sonny.
Rack, it is your turn.
So Rack is gonna again take a swing with his battle axe against Berserker 2.
Okay.
With a 16.
16 hits.
And 5 damage.
Okay. He's looking quite rough at this point.
And then Rack is gonna use the second wind this time instead of using his Morning Star to heal.
Now you're all good. Perfect.
For 13.
13. That heals very nicely. Very nicely.
And that will be Rack's turn.
Okay. Uther, it is your turn.
Uther is going to look at Draxan and say, "You're an idiot, but we still need you," as a healing word.
Okay.
Which will heal for 7. Plus, everyone inside of the unicorn spirit gets an additional 4 health.
Woohoo!
And then, I guess, because the guy is just in front of us, I'm going to attack Berserker 2 with my short bow again. With a 9 to hit.
9 misses.
Oh, okay. Then that will be my turn.
Okay.
Does it automatically give us the heal, or?
I am working.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nope, you're good.
I like how Reckless falls off all the time. I mean,
it goes away at the beginning of their turn.
that's true, but like there's no easy, the problem is there's no easy way for me to put it on them.
I got it back on.
Yeah. Just a real pain in the butt. Okay, Berserker number 2 is going to continue his assault against Rack. With a 14 to hit, misses.
He's gonna attack Rack, even though I was the last one that hit him.
Yeah, he's kind of been tangled up with Rack for a while. He's fairly
Okay.
I was
yeah,
gonna say,
yes.
can I go ahead since he missed and make another riposte?
I would say so.
Alrighty, then Rack is going to, but this time with his Morning Star since that's in his other hand. For a 17.
17 hits.
And then that's 9 damage, and then give me a second to grab the superiority dice roll. Sorry.
That's fine.
In case you're wondering, it is a 1d8 with 3 extra damage.
No problem. No problem.
And that'll be that.
Okay. So that was him, and he missed. Berserker number 1. 5, 10, 15. He's going to recklessly attack Rack. It's an 11 to hit. He misses. God, awful. Andernek, it is your turn.
Okay, she's gonna make a bite at Berserker 2.
Okay.
And that'll be a hit. Uh, 11 damage.
Sounds good.
And second attack is going to be a swing with the claw. 23 to hit. I think that one hits.
23 to hit does hit. Yes, absolutely.
And that will be 7 damage.
Okay, sounds good. He is looking quite hurt. He's on death's door here. Draxan, it is your turn.
How tall is the entangle spell?
It is grasping weeds from the ground. So I would think that doesn't really give a height.
Is the ceiling of this cavern room high enough where I could fly over the grasping weeds and not be slowed down?
I mean, sure.
Cool. I will fly over here then.
Okay. So nat 20 to hit with 26 damage with everything all rolled into it. Sounds good.
And that's all I got.
Okay. Old man Nero.
Oh, you blow these guys away and they just keep coming back for more. So I'm just gonna do another Eldritch Blast right in that guy's face. A 22 to hit.
That hits.
For 9 damage, and he's knocked 10 feet away.
That is Berserker number 1. 10 feet away. Sounds good.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Rack, it is your turn.
I just want to say, like, I keep trying to use a new trick, but he keeps flying away from me, so I don't have the ability to use my new little neat trick. I'm not saying I don't appreciate it, but darn it. Anyway, Rack is gonna make a swing at Berserker number 2 still. For 11.
That misses.
And then he's gonna make a second swing with his Morning Star. For 17.
That hits.
For 8 damage.
Okay, you managed to kill him.
Alrighty, and I will end Rack's turn here.
Okay, sounds good. Uther, it is your turn.
We've already killed your friends. Why don't you just give up, ask you for some information, just tell us what we want to know, and maybe we'll let you live.
He just like he just kind of like gives you some sort of like incoherent like berserker rage bit.
All right, we have to. Is he still under reckless attack?
Yes.
And I'm gonna shoot him with my short bow. With a 22.
That hits.
For 4 damage.
Okay.
And I will do another healing word. This time we'll do it to Rack. And I'll just, hey, good job. Keep it up, bud. That will heal for 6, as well as 4 for everyone within the unicorn spirit.
Okay. Berserker number 1. He's just gonna keep getting back in there. He's gonna continue to give you some indescript berserker noises as he comes up with his axe. He swings. We're 23 to hit against Rack for 9 points of damage. And yeah, that's it. Anarnek, it is your turn.
Anarnek's gonna make a little grunt and bump her shoulder into Rack, and then come around and flank the berserker and attack.
Sounds good.
Be 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
And that'll be 8 points of biting damage.
Okay, sounds good. He is really, really fucked up.
21 to hit.
That
And a
hits.
claw swipe. Deed.
A deed. Very good. Okay. Yes, he falls to the ground, dead. Okay. So the noise, like as the sounds of battle settle back down, you guys find yourself in this room. So now the rest of you can now see, once again, just to repeat, this chamber has been enlarged and reshaped from its original form. Floor and 3 walls are smooth. Stalactites and stalagmites have been polished into columns. Every surface glistens with moisture, and the air is warm and humid. The flat walls of the chamber are decorated with shallow abstract carvings of dragons. Dragons' tails coil into intricate patterns and knots that flow across the walls. The creature portrayed in the northwest corner stands out, a 5-headed dragon rising from an erupting volcano. Other dragons, which seem dwarfed by the 5-headed monstrosity, flock to the west side, or flock to its side. A small wooden chest with silver and mother of pearl inlays sits on the floor in the corner in front of the monstrous dragon carving.
Do any of us recognize who this dragon is? Or better question, do any of these dragons resemble the one we saw circling over the town?
I mean, there's similar ones, yeah.
But none of us have knowledge of this multi-headed dragon.
You guys could probably make like a. I mean, I really want to say like a nature, or probably even more so a religion check. Yeah, actually, be religion. It'd be religion.
That unicorn spirit giving us all advantage.
No, seriously.
I think that's only supposed to be for finding enemies in the area. Take that off.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll redo it.
While they're doing that, I'm going to go up to the body of the guy that shot me with lightning twice. I'm just going to start stabbing him with a dagger repeatedly.
Tanner got 6.
Rat got 16.
22, 6, 16. Okay. So, well, Anarnek, you have determined that it's a dragon. Rack, you figure out that you think that it's probably Tiamat, and that you've heard the name before, but you don't have a whole ton of information on it. Nero determines that the 5-headed dragon is Tiamat, and the volcano that Tiamat appears to be coming out of is called the Well of Dragons.
Oh, yeah, so that's Tiamat, and it looks like he's coming out of the Well of Dragons. Sounds like a pretty nasty place to me, but you know, that's not foreboding at all.
Huh, neat. Did you see the shiny stuff over here?
So it's a big dragon.
Yeah, I think when they have 5 heads, they're pretty big.
Rack is going to begin to the guy that Draxan is stabbing currently, and the other 2 guys. He's going to begin to search their belongings for any sort of information he can find out about this dragon or cult-related stuff.
Sorry, one more time.
Rack is just going to walk over and kind of, it's almost as if he's kind of like, he's not looking to search their pockets. He's just looking to see if there's any sort of information that they have on the dragons, like any sort of things, because he does speak Draconic, looking for things related about Draconic, especially about this Tiamat, this big dragon that he's looking at.
Okay. Sure. So, okay. Well, we'll get to that in make a perception check.
Rack makes a wonderful 5.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. We'll deal with that in just a second. What is everyone else working on?
Were these berserkers? Are they just regular humans, or are they like dragonborn, or what kind of?
They are humanoid. So
Okay.
yes, they are humans, I should say.
Uther would walk up to Landragosa and kind of just inspect, because he's kind of a dragon creature, so he'd inspect him and, you know, he's trying to learn a little bit about dragons, so he would do that.
Okay.
And, you know, also check, like, if he has any useful equipment on him at the same time.
Sure. These guys, again, they all have like mundane weaponry. Yeah.
Okay.
These guys, I mean, there's a Jesus, where is it? There's a like the half dragon that you guys fought has a great sword on him and a spear. Again, nothing overly exciting. He is wearing splint mail. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just mundane weaponry.
And the description of the box with shinies in it was in the painting, correct? Or is there actually a box on the ground?
Oh, there's actually a box on the ground.
Okay, that's the box that I went to.
Okay. What would you like to do to it?
I mean, I'm gonna sniff it
Okay.
up there. So I'm gonna sniff it and swat at it with my paw. Is it open or?
It is not open.
I'm gonna try to smack it open with my paw.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength check.
Oh, heck yeah. Uh, 17.
Okay, so you smack that chair. You smack the chest. So as you smack the chest, you hear a snap sound that comes from beneath the chest.
Ah,
Following
shit.
following the snap, you hear a hissing sound like dozens of angry snakes, or like liquid moving through open tubes. A moment later, liquid sprays out of dozens of tiny holes in the wall and ceiling. Wherever it splashes on the floor, the moisture on the stone bubbles and smokes. Within moments, the chamber is filled with acidic mist. I need everyone to make a dex save.
$17.
A nat 1.
19.
And not one. Okay, so for
6
okay, so
and a 5.
sorry, I'm quickly looking at dex saves here. 17, 19 are both good. Okay, so Anarnek and sorry, I mean Draxan and Anarnek. You both take 4 points of damage from the acid. Draxan takes 4 points. Everybody else takes 8. Yeah.
Rack is going to, if there's nothing else, gonna give Anarnek a really, really dirty look.
Okay. As you're doing that, I also need everyone to make a Constitution save.
17.
Perfect.
16
5.
6.
and a 12 for Nero.
Okay. So, Anarnek, Draxan are the only two that are affected by this one. Anarnek and Draxan, you each take 11 more points of acid damage as it starts to burn your lungs. 11 more. Let's carry the one. Done. Okay, there we go.
Anarnek's gonna make a low, humbling growl and hang her head, but push the box towards the rest of the group with one of her paws.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you said one of them was wearing split mail, right? Is Rack able to equip that? Yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I don't know how to.
I will ship that over to you.
Thank you.
I will probably just put it in the party chat if that's all the same to you, and you can grab it from the party chat.
Works for me.
Okay. Make sure that this is correct.
So I guess Draxan being the closest, she would have pushed the box towards him.
Okay.
After he's done mutilating the corpse of the dragon hybrid guy, he would look in the chest.
The chest is currently locked. Damaged, but locked.
Okay. The thieves' tools to try and pick the lock.
Split mail's in the party sheet, by the way. Thieves' tools away. Go ahead.
It's a soft 20.
Okay. The chest pops open. Okay, so you find a string of pearls, a gold and sapphire ring, and a pouch of precious stones, about a half dozen of them. And by about, I mean exactly a half dozen of them.
I pick them all up.
Okay, I'm going to drop this in the party sheet again. Poop. So yeah, it's in the party inventory. There's a golden sapphire ring, 6 precious stones, and a string of pearls.
Draxan's gonna put the ring on, and then offer the pearls and the sack of precious stones to anyone else who wants them.
Rack's gonna take a look at all the stuff that he offered him and just kind of shrug his shoulders and be like, I don't care about money. And then move on. Also, real quick, is there anything that I need to do for equipping that? Just a real...
Let me look at your character sheet.
Oh, I found it. Sorry.
No problem. No
Okay.
problem.
You're good now.
Okay.
I am going to go ahead and spend a spell slot and do Wild Shape Heal on myself.
Sounds good.
Also, how long have we been in this cave?
Like in total?
Yeah, because I shifted right before we went into the cave.
I mean, you've definitely been in here right before you went into the cave. So I'd say you've been in here an hour anyways, at least. Yeah, I'd say you've been in here about an hour. Yeah.
Okay, good, because I can hold my shape for 2 hours before reverting back, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, no. I'd say you've definitely been in. You've definitely been in here for an hour. I mean, you gotta think you're like kind of searching around a little bit. You had a couple battles. You weren't quite sure what to do. This whole thing. I'd say, you spent probably 15 or 20 minutes just in this room. I'd say you've definitely been in here, and you're somewhere between 1 hour and 1.5 hours, somewhere in there.
Thanks.
No problem. Yeah. What next, my friends? What next?
What do we see down in the southwest corner of the room? Do we see like a path or anything? It's still grayed out to us.
Here. Let me do this. There you go. Kind of does that and loops around.
And directly below me?
And directly. Oh yes. Sorry, I'm trying to move Draxan all of a sudden. There we go.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Let's do this.
Ah, sweet. Thanks. Yeah, that tells a lot more now.
Yeah, absolutely. Ah, all right.
I'm gonna walk
that's-
to the steps and look up or down. Is it
That
go
looks
up or
down.
down?
Yeah, it goes down. So those stairs kind of go down a little bit. As you move over to here, you would see some of this. Yeah, you'd be able to see some of this. Sure. So what can you see in here? Down to the bottom of the stair. Yeah, like this. I mean, you kind of like looking in here. It's fairly dark in here. It's very dimly lit. There's just a couple torches here and there. You can kind of see what appears to be a little bit of a ledge, although you can't really make out too much of it there. There is, yeah, it looks like there's a ledge along the north side there, and it kind of like drops off as you move to the right. There are many stalactites descending from the ceiling, and you hear the continuous sound of like the echoes of dripping water.
Can I smell anything similar to what we have already battled?
Huh. No. Sorry. Also, Rack, like with your sorry, I forgot to finish off Rack's thing with all of the excitement of
My
the. No, it's not your bad. It's my bad. I completely forgot about it.
Well, I assumed that it
Um,
wasn't going to be much, considering it was like very low, whatever it was. So I was like, oh, he forgot it. All right, it's not a big deal. This is gone.
No, like you notice like through the as you're kind of like looking like at all the artwork and stuff like that, you notice that it just kind of like stands out to you a little bit that black dragons seem to be heavily represented in all of the paintings and that. Like there's more black dragons than there is anything else. And also there is like a lot of the black dragons have not all of them, but a lot of them have little holes kind of in their mouths and that's where a lot of the acid came out of.
All of these black dragons in this room seem to be spitting poison. Do they spit poison in real life? I've never met a black dragon that I know of. He said that out loud, by the way, so everybody can hear him.
Okay.
He went to Murdu, so he's a loud thinker. So.
Pardon me, is Uther getting drunk? What's happening?
I was playing with effects.
Get smashed in a cave.
Well, since they're doing that, I'll walk over towards the other bottleneck, I guess, and see if I could smell or see anything down that way.
And with that, Rack's going to walk over to Draxan and ask him, "Are you okay?"
Draxon's going to look Rack in the eyes and squint, but say nothing.
Rack's just going to shrug his shoulders and then walk back to where he was.
Nero is going to. Are there any like large-ish boulders that he could just sit down on and take a break?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, you guys check out the room, and I'm just gonna take a little break here. We're just gonna take a little siesta.
But no. So yeah, so as you like Anarnek, as you kind of come towards the end, you notice that the hallway gets a little tight. There's various adornments kind of laying around. There's like some rugs on the floor, and this almost looks like they're like this almost looks like it is a a place where they kind of store stuff off to this side.
So it's looking more like a storage hold.
Mm-hmm.
I'll venture further back in there and see if I can see anything.
Sure. So yeah, that's about as far as you're going to be able to get. Yeah. Again, there's a bunch of stuff. Like there's just yeah.
Uther, once he sees Anarnek kind of digging around into that corner, is gonna wander down and what she's looking at.
Okay.
It's funny he says that because I was just finishing the whisper as he did that.
Is there anything I can see down here?
Again, you kind of see the same thing. There's a bunch of rugs and some various adornments down here.
I'm gonna move out of his way.
Sounds good.
Can I do like an Arcana check on any of those rugs, like a flying carpet or something?
Sure.
10.
Nothing magical back here.
Okay.
Like you don't sense any magic.
Well, what do you guys? Do we want to keep going now that we're up here? Do we want to drop down to where we were before? I don't know. What way do you guys think we should go? As he's wandering back toward.
Other than Nero, don't you think you guys should take a rest?
I definitely wouldn't oppose that.
Anarnek's gonna drop form.
Okay.
Rest actually sounds great to me. Draxan?
A rest would be very welcome.
So are you guys
Short rest, you would allow it, DM.
yeah, short rest is good. Short rest is good. Resting. Short. Party's taking a short rest. So you can use your hit dice if you're interested.
During this time, while all this is going on, Rack's going to kind of make himself a little bit to the corner of the room and then pull out two small objects and say something in Minotaur, and then put the two small objects back away.
Okay.
Anarnek is going to walk over to Rack and compliment him on his takedown. and use the compliment as a healing word at 2nd level.
Okay.
Thank you, but that kill was only to save Draxan, not to hurt and not to do more. Sorry, Draxan. I know he was yours, but it had to be done.
Draxan grunts.
Rat grunts back. Thank you for healing me.
Anytime, bud. So, Uther and I went and checked out that corner. There's just a bunch of crap over there, but these stairs going downwards look like it's going into another chamber.
Well, if there's nothing there, then we should continue to explore.
I mean, do you guys want to go back across the bridge, or do you want to go east down these stairs here?
We could definitely go down the stairs and do what everybody thinks.
As long as no one comes and attacks us from behind.
Do you want me to walk in the back of the pack and we'll let Rack walk in the front and you stay in between us? I don't mind at all. And as soon as she's done saying it, she's going to revert back to a bear.
Okay.
Range attack should be in the middle. Fighters should stay on the ends. That's my advice.
Ooh.
Honey Badger?
Wookie.
Oh. So shamed.
Uther is going to try and turn into a wolf. Uther's going to turn into a wolf.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed that last part. So we said that we were moving ahead, correct?
East, down the stairs. And Annernek's got the caboose, so she's letting Rack take the lead.
Got it. Weast.
Is there anything that I would be able to hear or smell in that direction?
I already tried that.
Never mind then.
Said no.
That is correct.
Also, Uther will nudge Old Man Nero to wake him up.
Okay.
Oh, hey, oh, good doggy. Oh, easy.
Can we have more of Darren RPing with himself, please, and thank you.
Yeah. This was a very impromptu. I didn't think that through so much, I guess. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just make it easy. Okay. You come in here.
was gonna say, if it was me doing it, it would just be constantly like just saying like, "Stay a while and listen, stay a while and listen." I'd sound like just a broken record because that's all I can do.
Okay. So this chamber that opens up at the bottom of the stairs is immense. A wide ledge runs along the left wall and drops away into a pit on the right. Many stalactites descend from the ceiling. The sound of dripping water. The sound of dripping water echoes continuously. So this lower section is about 15 feet lower than the upper section.
Is there anything we can see looking over the edge? Like, are there people down there? Or is there anything?
Yeah.
creature-wise?
So this whole room you find is very, very humid, very warm and very humid. You okay. Mixed. Okay. Also in the bottom there, you see Jesus.
Jesus?
You see Jesus.
How's he doing these days?
He's looking rough. So you see, you see two eggs about 3 feet tall. Yeah, you see two eggs. They're about 3 feet tall. Then that's fine. That's fine. That's fine, and that's fine. Uther and Rack can make perception checks.
27.
Okay.
Magical 3.
Nailed it.
So, Uther, you see. Whoops. You see a third egg as well. Kind of
Remove is
tucked,
failing him.
kind of tucked behind a corner.
Would speak with animals work if I'm an animal?
I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see it.
So then Uther would kind of, they sound like a little bit of a low growl to Anarnek, but say, "Ooh, there's some eggs in here. Are you looking for some breakfast?"
Anna's gonna take a deep sniff. What does she smell?
What do you smell? You smell blood. That's what you smell.
Yes. Let's go.
So Rat can only see the 2 eggs.
Correct.
And I'm sorry, but like, where are they located at? I'm just for purposes.
Oh, you would ask these things.
Like, you don't need to do like full feet or anything. I was just
Let's-
asking for.
Man, why can't I really? It drives me nuts that there is like. Anyways, I'm just gonna put them. I don't know. Can I put them on the fucking note? Okay, I'm just gonna put them on using pointers. One right
Okay.
here. There's one over here. Oops.
And how far is the drop from those 2 levels?
15 feet. And there's
Okay.
one back here.
How dark is it in this area?
I mean it's dimly lit. Like it's enough that you can probably see 10 feet in front of you, but not much more.
I know this was forgotten from last time. Just making a point. So Draxan gave Rack a lantern last time that he hung on one of his horns.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know if that comes into play or what that does for Rack at all.
I mean, it would make it so Rack can see more. Yeah, like you'd
Rack doesn't have night vision or so.
dark vision or anything. Yeah, no
Yes,
problem.
that's correct.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, like you would light the lantern, and that makes sense.
Nero would like to take crossbow bolt and
Okay.
cast light on it, which is a cantrip. And then can he take his mage hand, hold the crossbow bolt out over like the center of this chasm area to shed light on the entire area?
Okay, sure.
Ooh, look at you with your tricky little tricks.
Okay. So yeah, so down there you see kind of you see how can I make these guys come on? There we go. See a couple of guard drakes like slinking around down there as well.
Oh, hey, do you guys see those dragon thingies down there? Oh, do we want to keep the light there, or should we maybe take it back? What do you think?
Go ahead.
Does it look like we can fight him, or should we back off?
I mean, with you around, we can pretty much fight anything, I think, right?
Good point.
In Nero's head, Anna's gonna ask him to keep the light in the middle if he can.
Yeah, we'll respond with a sure thing. A little big bear lady in his head.
Rack is gonna descend. I'm guessing this is a stairs or a ramp.
Yeah, it says stairs. So as you kind of as you reach the bottom of the stairs, the 2 guard drakes are going to kind of start acting, I guess, and they're going to start growling and taking an aggressive stance towards you, and they are going to get ready to attack.
Rack is gonna grab his Morning Star and his battle axe and ready them, and say, "Well, come on then."
Perfect. And with that, we are going to we'll hold it for tonight, as we're right at the point. But starting next session, we will need to roll initiative, and we will sort this out.